You can create a game in a day and then expand it in a week or even a month, depending on your attachment to this game. Scalability is all about your will to develop your game. All you need to provide to yourself on the first day are the essential tools. Define 10 core rules. Define these rules to be player-centric. Create 4 characters. Give them a goal, behavioral traits, and a set of skills. Create 3 to 6 levels. In each of these levels, the function should correspond to the atmosphere. Associate 1 to 2 trials to each level. You're creating games players want to return to. As a starter, make them short and stimulating, and then expand. Design 3 rules regarding trials, 4 rules regarding exploration and discovery, and 3 rules regarding collective storytelling. When it comes to trials, provide clear ways to outsmart the system. Create multiple ways to outscale a trial. Allow player to learn from failure by clearly exposing the reasons. You want to develop satisfaction from exploration. Present dense territories, not necessarily large territories. Create a clear map by making the essential locations and limit clear. You and your players are crafting a collective story. The players' decisions make the story. Give players up to 3 choices for each situation. Decisions which will be limited by a preset of skills. Start fast with 4 rules. These 4 rules should display a great degree of complementarity. Complementarity is essential for a coherent story and a balanced gameplay. These 4 characters do not need to be part of the same team, but they cannot evolve in isolation. Each character needs a goal. This goal should be related to her 3 main skills. These skills should be translated into quirks, and these quirks should indicate their reaction in a due situation. You need to introduce new characters when you need to introduce new elements. A new element should always express a clear need. New characters can be used to guide your actual characters' players through a level to allow them to discover a new mechanic. Characters are more likely to be deformed if they're drawn by someone else. If you're in the beginning, start by drawing the flow and gesture. Flow gives the public a clear representation of the character's intention. In the beginning, you want to focus on drawing flexible characters. Make use of easily readable move to display the subject's personality. Once you've got gesture, you can focus on structure. Structure adds depth to your knowledge. It gives them a sense of solidity. At the intermediate level, representing forms becomes the most important skill. Once you've gotten more comfortable with drawing your own characters, you'll want to focus on anatomy and texturing. Anatomy and texture allow you to diversify your characters even more. You do not need anatomy or texture to create your character's identity, but you need them if you want the most control of this subject identity. Design 3 to 6 levels. Some of them should correspond to phases of rest and pondering, some of them will correspond to research and investigation phases, others finally will be fight, combat or competition type of phases. You can combine functions in the same level, but in the early stages it is easier to separate these functions in 6 different levels, as it will allow you to enhance the uniqueness and the memorability of each level. In order to enhance it further, work on your atmosphere. The essential part of each level's atmosphere is colors. Colors will evocate climate, forms and shapes that will allow you to display the impact of light on your world. Finally, uniqueness is achieved through the synergy between the locations and the relationship with its inhabitants. While expanding your world, add only 1 new rule in every new level. The most durable way to expand your world is to introduce new elements. New elements, namely characters, make your world alive, and they create complexity. As you want to make your game simple in the early stages, be parsimonious. Create conditional and customizable stories. Create possibilities for your player to play with them. by offering them 3 choices for each situation. Create a synergy between the consequences of these choices and the players' and characters' affinities. Offer a minimal level of predictability, as predictability creates engagement. Players should be able to predict the result of these choices as soon as they meet the issue. The solution you propose should be proportional to the trial you impose. The level's atmosphere should find its confirmation for the outcome, and the elements relative to the next level should be found in the aftermath.